It was a freezing in the Colorado Rockies. Ridley Thompson, a 40-year-old rescue helicopter pilot, stared at the radar with weary eyes. The wind battered the chopper's frame like a mad beast, and the radio crackled with static. "Ridley, a group of climbers is trapped in the valley. Storm's getting worse. Can you go?" His heart pounded. He knew this mission might be his last, but he thought of his son, Jack, who always said, "Dad, you're a hero." Ridley pressed the mic button. "I'm going." Ridley Thompson was a household name in Colorado, a man who'd saved countless lives from snow and storms over 15 years. But that was just the surface. Beneath his confident smile was a man aching from his divorce and the distance from his 12-year-old son. Jack had moved to California with his mom after the split, and Ridley only heard his voice once a month. Every flight was an escape, a way to fill the void. Tonight felt different. The storm was merciless, and Ridley had a strange feeling in his gut. His chopper, Falcon, was like an old friend, but it seemed tired too. Ridley flew toward the valley where 3 climbers were stranded in a small cave. The radio buzzed again. "Ridley, something's off. We're picking up an unknown signal from that area. Be careful." Ridley frowned. "A signal? In this storm?" When he reached the valley, his chopper's spotlight lit up the cave. 3 figures were there, but something wasn't right. One climber, a man in a red jacket, wasn't signaling for help. He was holding a strange device. Ridley's skin prickled. These weren't ordinary climbers. Before he could process it, a loud crack echoed, and the chopper lurched. A bullet had hit the engine. Ridley fought to keep control, but the helicopter spun toward the earth like a wounded bird. In that moment, his life flashed before him. He remembered holding Jack the day he was born, vowing to always protect him. Now he was crashing in the mountains, with no one to tell him he was still a hero. But something ignited inside him. This wasn't over. With a desperate maneuver, he steered the chopper toward a soft ridge. The impact rattled his bones, but he was alive. Ridley crawled from the wreckage, blood dripping from his forehead. The man in the red jacket stood at the cave's mouth, gun in hand. Ridley shouted, "Why? Who are you?" The man's voice was ice cold. "You thought this was a rescue? This device could collapse the world's economy. You're just a loose end." Ridley reeled. "A conspiracy? Here?" There was no time to think. The man fired, but Ridley dove behind a rock. In that lonely moment, Ridley thought of Jack. He'd promised they'd fly together again someday. He couldn't give up here. Grabbing a stone, he distracted the man and charged. A brutal fight broke out. Ridley was injured, but it was like a fire had sparked inside him. He finally disarmed the man and seized the device. But the story didn't end there. When rescuers arrived, Ridley was slumped by the cave, barely conscious, clutching the device. Later, it was revealed the device was an advanced tool for hacking global bank